Is before we were rudely interrupted by your cat.
Yes, being an idiot, as per usual. I mean, he had some very important news, to be honest, to tell me. I don't know if you heard him.
I think I know what he said.
Yeah, he said, "Meow, check out our 2 a.m. sponsors for today called..." With our first one, Portal, sleep supplement. Amazing sleep supplement. If you want to get amazing sleep, go ahead and check them out at sleep.
Can't get over that phrase.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, Portal.
That's all you need to know.
2 a.m. for like 10-15% off. You know the drill.
Yes, sir. One of our favorites, Vital Red Light, resembling your glasses for today.
Yes.
Oh my God, beautiful sleep as well. Better skin, better hairline. Dude, what else? Great mood. Right. Just it's like the supplement that you never knew you needed. Go ahead and check them out, 2 a.m. as well. And our third sponsor for today, Exter. Exter's accessories are unbeatable. They're trying to change the game with how sleek and designed they are.
The best wallet out there.
Slimmest wallet out there as well. Totally functional. Yeah, go ahead and check them out, 2 a.m.
Slim, thick wallet.
Yes, sir.
And then lastly,
Yeah.
I wish you were drinking Paraxanthine.
I know.
But you're drinking tea. Anyways, Paraxanthine is our fourth sponsor that we have on the lineup. And really, if you want to go beyond any of the caffeine withdrawals and negatives, while also getting that hit of caffeine, so to speak,
Yeah.
Paraxanthine is the way to go.
Yes, sir. That's supplied by Rarebird. Go ahead and check them out at rarebird.coffee. Use code 2am for any of those above. They'll be down in the description below as well.
Before we started this episode, I was thinking of a little rhyme. I was like,
Really?
We're in the stew, getting ready for episode 212.
And you know how we do. Just chilling, you know?
Catmandu.
Yeah, bro. So I wanted to open up this episode with a joke for you, for all of you, actually, listening as well.
Sure.
What is ZAID's favorite joke? Oh, sorry. Ruined that one.
Can't even start the joke right.
Well, listen, dude. Well, this is what happens when you record at 2 a.m., all right? You start to kind of just like you've had a long day.
You wish we recorded at 2 a.m.
Shh, nobody knows that. Bro. Shh. Stupid. All right. Anyway, what's ZAID's favorite movie?
Do you want me to actually think about this and give an answer?
Joke's on you. ZAID doesn't watch movies because he's scared of artificial blue light.
Oh my God, bro.
God damn. Oh, God, dude. You're the only person that probably wakes up to watch a movie to get artificial blue light out of the way.
I would rather watch a movie during the day, to be honest.
Yeah. It hits different.
At night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in the morning. I mean, not in the morning, but like during the day.
Just to wake up and watching The Dark Knight. Like, what? It does hit... Well, does it, though? Kind of makes me feel lazy.
Really?
Watching a movie in the day.
Yes, but see, that's what's amazing about it. Okay. What if you get to a point in life where, you know, you have multiple passive income streams and you get to decide what to do, right?
Well, there you go. Spend your entire life watching movies at that point.
Yeah. But I think there's a difference. Like, it really depends on what movies you're watching, too. You know? I'm getting into this. I think the past 2 weeks I've been watching like a movie a day. And because we have a movie coming up. It's going to be, we have 48 hours to do it. Fully submitted with audio, like cinematography, and it's a contest.
Which is insane, by the way, 48 hours.
And you're dealing with other teams that are submitting as well, right? So we're really trying to win this and going about like as much preparation as possible is kind of insane. But we don't know the prompt yet. That's the thing.
You have no idea.
We have no idea until 7 p.m. on Friday.
So you have to start at the designated time?
So 7 p.m. Friday, this is what happens, okay? You get your prompt, and they go down a list of all the teams, by the way. And right after you get the prompt, you go and wait. You take your team name, you go to the next person, and they have to give you 3 things that have to be in the movie for you to be qualified. One of them is a prop. Okay.
That's funny.
And one of them is a tagline from a character. And one of them is a type of character.
Interesting.
So you have to include all these 3 to be qualified. So you have to creatively kind of infuse it into whatever film you have, including like within the prompt they give you, right? So we could be horror, we could be drama, we could be sci-fi, we could be action. We don't know yet.
That's really tough.
Yeah.
That does
and then
test
you have 48 hours. So what we're planning to do is we have the whole weekend off, and we already set one location, and that location has surrounding outside locations as well that are easily accessible, just in case, because we don't know what we're getting, right? So think about it. Your lighting situations, limited on location, limited time, because you have to compress as much time as possible beforehand, because most of the shining happens, I would say, in editing as well. If your editor has 1 hour to edit, it's going to be a really shitty movie, you know?
Yeah.
If you allow him 6 hours, it's a lot better, you know?
Yeah. So it's really just getting the right shots.
Yeah, dude.
And the editing in place.
And,
then,
you know, you're going to miss some sleep, probably. Unless, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work, dude. It's my first time doing a 48-hour film fest.
Well, you would literally have to do from... I would say, I'd say don't miss sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Like sunrise to sunset.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the night a little bit.
Probably 6 hours of good sleep is fine, I think, for those 2 days.
Unless you go without any sleep, and then that basically encourages creativity for the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that would work.
I don't know. I have to figure that out. But yeah, you're preparing as much as possible. So I've been just watching movies, studying scenes, what makes a good dialogue scene, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just more and more of it, right? And then you start by... It's not that I don't know of it, but I think once you get into the headspace of like film and, you know, impactful films, like one of my favorite dialogue scenes is from Seven, where Morgan Freeman's talking to one of the chief, I think, officers at the station, and it's between him, Brad Pitt walks in, and they keep switching the dialogue scene, because you know how most dialogue scenes are just like over the shoulder, like he's talking to me, and then it goes back to him, and it goes back to him, and it goes back to him.
Yeah.
You know? In that scene, it was different. Like, they kept shifting from what perspective you're seeing Morgan Freeman from what side of the room. So even though it's the same conversation, it kept switching, and the way it made it feel was that they would disclude Brad Pitt out of the picture, even though he would say stuff, right? And then out of nowhere, when he says something proper, he's now included in the conversation.
Okay.
So it's like, and then they start panicking. It's just different, you know? And that's what makes it interesting. It's like a little tweak, but okay, now you feel it as a viewer.
Yeah,
and
I imagine...
They cracked the code for that, you know?
Yeah, I imagine it's kind of like when you have like combination, you have a certain set of colors, but then when you get into the combination of those colors, it's like nearly infinite.
Yeah.
I imagine it's kind of like that with shots.
Yeah. So we have to figure out a bunch of stuff, dude. Like, even wardrobe, dog. Like, once you figure out what your character is, you're like, all right, wardrobe, writing, shot listing,
bro.
you know?
That's
if you don't
tough.
yeah, bro, it's just going to be like an insane, like, I know we're supposed to have fun with it, but imagine having that much time. How much fun do you think you'll have?
You'll have a lot of fun. I think you'll either come out with something that's really shitty or something that's really great.
Yeah.
I feel like there's no in between.
Yeah, and I feel like with film, this has happened before. I've won when I felt like it was the shittiest.
Huh. Okay.
And it's just like the idea went through, I guess, somehow.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's happening this weekend, so if I don't text you back, that's probably why.
It'll be a fun experiment.
Yeah, it's challenging for sure.
Yeah.
Going to see what's up.
But what's not fun in my world is that the United States has officially banned the manufacturing and sale of incandescent bulbs.
Are you serious?
You know what incandescent light bulbs are, right?
Yeah, they're anti, what's it called?
They're like those warm...
Really warm tone lights.
Yeah. The U.S. has completely banned the manufacturing and sale of them.
Why?
I guess for energy cost reasons. I don't believe in the whole conspiracy thing that Twitter believes in. Like,
what the...
I really do think at the end of the day, it's just...
What's the conspiracy thing? But yes. But what... Okay, continue that thought first. You think it's just...
I think it's just money at the end of the day.
Okay.
More efficient lighting. I guess they're getting savings. Whatever. But I imagine that there are people, especially on Twitter, who actually believe in like this conspiracy that, oh, they're trying to steal our incandescent light bulbs so that we're exposed to artificial blue light more or some shit like that.
No.
It's too...
Yeah.
It's too crazy.
That's way too crazy. But, yeah, the energy saving thing, I've heard it for a while because, like in my previous houses when I remember like when I was younger, my parents would be like, "Don't turn on the chandelier," and I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Because that one costs too much."
Then why do you have it in the house?
You know, well, it's for the guests and shit.
Oh,
you
it's
know?
for the
like
guests.
You know, it's like it's not really for us. You
Okay.
can just lounge and just like watch it, have ambient lighting, costing you.
It's like that Arab living room that nobody
You
uses
know?
except when the guests come over.
Exactly, yeah. $20 an hour to use that light. What the hell is this, dude? Paying wages out here. Yeah. No, but that's actually really dumb because you should just still have the option, dude.
Yeah, I bought a couple. I tried to buy some yesterday, but apparently it went into effect August 1st. And
You got rid of all of them.
even to the point where I heard somebody say that they had to like smuggle them over from Arizona. I'm like, we're
So
at this point.
This is a California thing.
No, this is a national thing.
What the hell? Dude, Arizona, we need to hit that up right now. This is why I wish Nikola Tesla went through with his idea instead of Thomas Edison with this stupid electricity bullshit.
I don't know, bro. But at least I have these red light bulbs that I found.
Yeah.
$20 a pop.
Bro, we need free energy, dog.
We do.
We do. Like, what the hell is this, dude? Man, I heard of some people, like, they're students, dog, and then, like, on student housing, they will pay, I forgot what they did, but, like, during the winter, for example, you know how there's, like, high times during the day and then low times for electricity bill?
Yeah.
Let's just say their heater goes on. Their bill goes from, like, $100 to $550.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what happened? You know, you only turned it on like 3 days that week or something for a couple hours.
Yeah.
That's an insane amount of money.
For something that should be universally free, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it does make sense to be universally free, right?
It's just like water. Like, I mean, of course we have access to free water.
Oh my God. You know what this reminds me of?
What?
The UN had a freaking thing, okay, where they were talking about human rights, okay? They asked every single country, and they all agreed except one country, saying that food, every country in there said that food is a human right, except one country. Guess what country?
U.S.
Yep.
Why?
Bro. I was like, dog, if you guys don't realize how effed we are.
What was their logic behind that?
I don't know, but I read that news and I was like, what in the heck? Oh, of course it is.
I think I came across a quote from, and of course, who knows if this is a real quote, but from the CEO of Nestle.
Yeah.
And I believe Nestle are one of those big conglomerates. I believe he said that water should not be a free universal.
Yeah, that's
commodity.
so stupid.
Yeah.
It's a molecule, bro. Like, what in the hell are you, like, think of the greed, dog, to the point where you can't even recognize a human right.
My question is, when are these types of people going to try to monetize the air? Oxygen.
Can you imagine?
You'd have to.
Oh,
how would that
my
even
God.
look?
Bro, you want to stay alive, right? I suggest you pay the bill.
Got to get oxygen
What is
canisters
this, bro?
every 5 minutes.
This country's turning into Ocean Gate.
Oh my God, bro.
What is this? 32 hours left.
32 hours left.
The freaking the air meter gets turned off outside. What the hell is this? This is exactly what Simpsons did in their movie when they put the bubble, that giant glass bubble
Oh, yeah.
on the thing. Full control.
I think there was a movie based off of that, except with time. Like, you had a clock on your arm that was like tattooed or something digitally.
What the hell?
And it would count down the amount of time you have to live.
That sounds
And
like
all the poor people had like barely any time.
Like
all the rich people
yeah.
had like billions of hours.
That's insane. That's
It
like
was a great concept.
That's like an Equalizer Inception collab.
Equalizer Inception collab. Denzel Washington flying through wormholes.
Meeting with Leo DiCaprio. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. I don't know. But in other news that I found hilarious, to be honest, and it's just, it goes to show you that there's a certain type of mentality out there. Okay?
Yeah.
There's a Texas TikToker, Sassy Trucker, who is trapped in Dubai and faces 2 years in prison for screaming at a car rental worker. Okay, you see those videos online, like Target or something? We're like, no, yeah, you know, just Karens being Karens. We're just kind of like battling a worker, being like the customer's always right. You know, that doesn't slide in Dubai.
No, 2 years? That's all she did?
Yeah. screaming at a car rental worker.
Damn. They do not mess around there.
They don't mess around, bro. They want it to be just as clean as the streets.
Why can't you give her 6 months and that's it?
Behavior.
Even 6 months to me sounds
pretty miserable.
absurd.
Yeah. But they have laws against that. And the whole point of this is that there's a mentality where people think the world is literally the West. Okay? We operate based off the West's law because they run the world.
No.
I hate to break it to you, but no. I think everybody should know the laws of everywhere they're going, you know? Study up.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Americans go to other places and think that democracy is the land of the or the rule of the land.
Yeah, it makes me wonder, like, okay, how small is your brain? Can you even comprehend things correctly?
Pretty tiny.
You know? Because it goes beyond, like, comprehension means, to expand your comprehension, I think you need to, like, read, be able to understand things well, you know? Just basic things. And I'm not talking about, like, reading into, you know, accountability of being a great housewife. No. Like, just straight up anything, dude. Like, you just learn about, like, what nutritional value do apples have. If you can understand that,
sure,
you are growing your mind, you know?
Yeah. Another piece of information in your head.
Yeah. So then, like, I can't fathom that people that have really low education to be able to fucking understand other countries' laws. Why would they even have the idea to look it up, you know?
What was her profession?
She's a TikToker. I don't know.
Oh. I feel like that would explain a lot of it, to be honest.
I
Short
am
attention
here.
span, doesn't know how to deal with people because they're online too much.
God has created me to do nothing but influence. Amen.
Dude, are you an influencer?
I only influence her, though.
Damn.
I don't know. Follow my Instagram.
IG at Visual Craftsman. 2 N's.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like as a person, you should have a portfolio beyond just being an influencer, right?
Wait, okay, we can dive into that discussion, but first,
What?
I want to address the fact that she's screaming at a car rental guy.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have to? At what point do you have to hit in life to then scream at an employee of a business?
Well, from the comments I've seen, what happened was she treated it as if she was in the United States. You know what I mean? Like absurdity. Like
But
actually screaming, not
Even
yelling.
in the United States, it's not something that's like normal.
Bro, I've worked retail, dog.
You got a lot of screamers?
We've had stupidity, things where you're just like, dude, they're not even human. Like, you know?
Jeez, bro. I guess I underestimated the population.
It's just weird, dude. We had a guy once come in. I used to work at like cell phones in Target. Okay? And it was early in the morning, dude. We're talking like 8 a.m. Okay? We just opened.
It's the worst time for that shit to go down.
Just opened. And I'm chilling. I'm like putting away things that were go backs from yesterday. People that return things, right? I was putting it back on the shelves. All of a sudden, there was a line because there was something coming out, like a toy or something. Okay? And people were just purchasing things. This guy skips the line. Okay? And all I hear is, "What the fuck, man?" And I'm like, holy so I come out one of the aisles and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then my coworker was like, he was like, "I'm sorry, like you didn't stand in line, you know, like whatever." And the guy's like, "I've been in fucking line for fucking 15 minutes. You didn't fucking see me. No one asked for help. I don't want to, you know what? Where the fuck's your manager?" I'm like, I'm sat there and slowly my smile starts to come in. Where I'm like, this is actually stupid.
Yeah, you're stunned. It's so absurd that it's funny.
This guy was at least 50.
I don't know.
So you can imagine when I'm just like, holy crap. I now know what emotional maturity is, you know?
Yeah, I mean, no matter what would happen in my life or your life, I'm sure we would not get anywhere near that point to where we just have a total breakdown.
No, I have shame, bro. You'd feel embarrassment. Like,
of course.
What is wrong with you, you know?
Yeah, now, maybe if you're mentally unstable, I get it. But
yeah. I've been angry before and like my tone changed, but I would never scream and throw a fit and start like, you know, tossing things around.
It's bitch behavior.
Yeah.
It's a baby. It's tantrum. It's a tantrum.
It's influencer behavior.
It is
apparently. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. I don't know. The world's insane. Like the more you think that you're safe and you're fine and everything's cool, you find an extra thing that you've never seen before. You're just like, what?
Yeah.
I guess New York is everywhere. Shit, dude.
It's an odd time to be alive.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The thing is like we make fun of these kids, and then at the same time, like we also input through social media. But then I think when it comes down to it, we're more like particular about what we let. Like we're down to just scroll away immediately.
Yeah, well, especially when it comes to the creation of our content on social media. I think we're much more intentional. Like we say some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
But I think
For entertaining.
if you actually analyze the majority of our content, a lot of it is going to make you think. A lot of it is, I guess, philosophical in nature, and it'll allow you to take a step back and really think on different subjects in your life.
Yeah, because although it may seem opinionated at first, I think it's just more of like an idea starter, you know? Like it's like another school of thought almost.
Well, even then, that's the point. Like, if we don't have opinions, then what's the point of even being on here?
Yeah. That means I think we're generally aware in the world and observing, you know?
Yeah.
Like we're kind of like, I kind of got this thought because this and this happened.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Have you ever had somebody try to shame you for having an opinion?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, those types are the worst.
They're stupid. And then the more you realize, like, here's the thing. This is why I think education is important, because that's the real power game. All right? You could be, like, the biggest guy in the fucking world. If you have a tiny brain, you're an idiot. Like, you're losing.
A pea-sized brain.
You're losing, you know?
Yeah.
Why do you think Jordan Peterson, when, Morgan Pierce, I think, asked him a question, he's like, you're the hero to the incel community. What do you think of that? And he's like, sure. If that's what you want to call it, you know? But we need that.
Yeah.
Like why should there be one fucking like dominant person? One idea of a person that's like dominating. That doesn't make any sense because you're absolutely false. Jordan Peterson has the brain for it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he schools many people. It's easy. It's easy for him. And he's winning.
Or why
look at him, he's scrawny.
I mean, yeah, he's definitely
scrawny. Like he's not like, oh, I'm lifting 450 tonight.
Doing overhead press with the lobsters.
Stupid.
But no, I mean, that's a valid point. And I think, what was I going to bring up? Why don't people have the intellectual capability to look at somebody and pick their good traits while discarding their bad traits? Like if I look at the Liver King, considering all the shit that went down after we found out that he was a complete fraud, why can't we take his good ideas such as drinking spring water, grounding, sunlight, lifting weight, all that stuff, and really acknowledge that those are good things? Like we always have to focus on the fact that he took a fuck ton of steroids and we have to demonize him for that. I understand that it was a very bad thing, but we really need to parse out the good and bad in people. We can't just label people as exclusively good or exclusively bad. It's not helpful.
Yeah. I mean, this is what I like about religion too. Okay, is that it always mentions things like, I think beneficial things in character development, okay? Where it's like how to realistically act and how to treat others, okay? And one of them is being always that people are bound to change. They can change, you know? Someone could be completely evil, and this has happened, there's many examples of it, right? And then they repent, and then they become just good people all of a sudden. The nicest people you've ever met in your life. Like what happened, you know? And I feel like people can change. I think that we're just misguided in the way we communicate with each other, right? And it all stems from like love, in a way. They have to have been deprived of something, in my eyes at least, when someone is that evil. You know what I mean? Unless it's a really special case of you were born that way, you know?
Yeah.
Because there are scary cases where I've heard like parents have a literal demon child, you know,
just born out
like
the womb,
since
chaos.
Birth has just been chaotic, has been causing problems, and it's like problems you would never even hear of, you know, like he set the house on fire. What else? Always damaging their equipment.
Do you really believe that
like
exists? A kid comes out and he's just like causing chaos for no reason, like doing really bad shit.
I think so. And I think that's your test in life, too. Because I think if there's no test in life, then there's no point in really either getting a reward or living a fulfilling life. It's like we've talked about this before, but it's like the yin yang, emotions, that kind of stuff, where you bring up sadness is good every once in a while. Why? Because without sadness, you won't know what happiness is, right? And I love that concept because it really goes to show you that you should embrace every single part. Like, even if you have dark thoughts, just take it. Why? Because you're going to have lighter thoughts. Like, you need to recognize what light thoughts are. You won't recognize it unless there's dark ones, you know? And that's what I like about life in general, is that there's always, like, there's no one clear-cut answer, but it's like, through everyone's shared experiences, you know, you can always take from here and there, and with your own experience in life and journey, you'll kind of figure things out as well, you know? Like, your mind is growing. And I think what most of the younger generation doesn't understand, by younger I mean up till like 27, dude, 26, okay, is that your brain is not fully developed yet. It is not.
Yeah, what is the technical, like, age? 25? I think for men?
Yeah.
Women develop much earlier.
25 to 30, realistically. So that's why you see a lot of men settling and starting to do well and have really good discipline and stuff near 30, you know? 31, 32, they're starting to have kids. They're trying to look to get married. They're trying to look for the one. They're not trying to, like, mess around anymore. That kind of stuff. They're just maturing. And if you ask them why, it's like, I don't know. They're just kind of like, this is how my brain settles now, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have BS to be wasting my time in. And, like, you start realizing it's like that midpoint. Okay, let's just say, like, the average age is, like, what, 65, okay, here in America, whatever. I've seen a lot of people die at 65. What is 30? It's half.
Yep.
You know? So that when you start thinking like that, you know, when certain things happen in your life, you're just like, time does move. It does not wait for anyone. I need to get my shit together, you know? Boom. So that's what it is. So you even, that's why most of your friends don't last anyway. You start only wanting to be around real people. Okay? And with real people, they're going to be a lending hand. They're going to be helping you in support, like for your mental business, creative, anything, realistically. And you'll have like a advice mastermind group where it's basically like therapy for adults, you know? Like a brotherhood type of thing.
Yeah, I think after like 20, obviously it's different for every man, but I think around 25, 26, certainly near 27, you start to see patterns. And like you said, you're settled. I think that's the key word. So you understand, like, you don't want to deal with any of this stuff, and you've had enough experience under your belt to the point where you're focused on a few things, and you're more focused on just settling into those things as time goes on. Yeah.
You would rather give more time to things that matter, and the list of things that matter is quite small. But you're spending a lot of time in it.
Too. Yeah. The list of things that matter change as time goes on as well. And if you're not able to understand that and see that, or you're not willing to let go of certain things that you've held on to, that's a big problem. Like, what if I was still trying to pursue professional soccer today? 26 years old, approaching 27, what are the chances of that?
Yeah, you're applying realism to your situation.
And I have other things that I'm interested in as well. I've come to a certain point where it's like, I've enjoyed the game, I still play it occasionally, but I'm not really interested in pursuing this.
Yeah. I get you.
No.
Because you're comparing to any other athlete's journey where they started like 22. They get fucking...
Dude, I see 29, 30-year-olds still trying to pursue the game professionally. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I get it. You have a dream. You had a dream since you were like 4. But father time is a real thing. You're not going to be a 40-year-old playing professional soccer over here.
Yeah. And kicking ass at it too. Like, you might be mid, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I also saw this funny ass app. I don't know if you've seen them pop up on your feed at all.
Which ones?
But it's like how to meet a Latina in less than 24 hours. Download this app, you know? And then it just gets me to think, what woman in her right mind would just be like, I am a Latina woman. I am a perfect candidate for this app. Let me sign up for this. And you just have an overflow of Latino women, and then guys that are only into Latino women will be like, Yeah, dude. Swipe right.
What did they call the app?
I have no idea, dude. Let me actually see. What is it
What
called?
would you name the app?
It's called Slow Up. SLO. I don't know, bro. It's just stupid. Like, the way I see it, man, it's like you're in an aisle. Okay, imagine you're in an aisle. It's called the female store, right? You're in an aisle, and you're like, yeah, excuse me, do you have any Latinas here? And they're like, yeah, that's aisle 15. And you're like, dope, right? You're just like browsing around, different ass size, different body shape.
Jesus,
different
bro, you're
skin
going
color.
off the deep end.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're just like, nah, dude, hold on. Is there another app? I only like German women,
It kind of reminds me of like those sex robots or whatever the hell they are.
See
like
what I mean?
Those companion robots too.
Okay, so women, please don't get offended by any of this. I'm saying what I'm saying is this is absolutely absurd because clearly men created this. Okay,
Well, yeah.
and it follows the same line, like you said. I'm glad you mentioned the sex toy, sex robot, fucking idea. It's the same thing, dude. It's like you're selecting genre on Pornhub. It's the same thing. Like,
I don't is
see
it though?
Bro, it kinda is, okay? It kinda is, because you're taking the connection out of anything, and you're solely focused on a type of visual aesthetic.
But what if that's your aesthetic?
Do it.
Okay, fair
You know?
enough.
If that's your aesthetic, do it.
And
But
this
to
is
make
the
it-
problem, dude. This is
And
why.
the thing is, I'm not bringing this up from my own imaginary world. This is from the videos of how they promote it.
You sure you're not into Latinas?
It's not about that at all, okay?
I get you.
It's just about the way they promote it. It's not like, oh my God, there's two loving Latino people that are trying to Latinate and
Latinate.
you know what I mean?
Bro, Latinate.
not-
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's not like that's what they're promoting it as. They're promoting it as, yo, this white guy's really into Latina ass. Okay. And he's sick of his own kind. It's not like there's a whole communal thing behind it.
Okay, it's overtly sexualized.
Yes. And this is what I mean, is that it's coming to a point where we are just admitting that women are objectified. It's almost like that,
Yeah.
To where like, oh, yo, you could freely come. It's a safe community in here for you to get rammed tonight. You know what I mean? That's how it's being promoted. And I'm just like, dog, it's just like the real life tab of a Pornhub genre. Like,
I can see that, yeah.
come on, man. Am I saying anything wrong here?
No, you're not saying anything wrong. I think I
find it
think
weird. That's it. Like,
it certainly is weird, the way that they approach it and that they make it, but of course it works. That's the messed up thing. It works on these people.
it's a certain type of lifestyle. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to the point where it's like past that there's a MILF 2 miles away from your home.
You can tell that it's come out of a generation that's porn addicted.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You can tell.
100%, dude.
Because why wouldn't you start at something subtle and at least more intriguing as opposed to just complete deep end, come and get rammed on Instagram.
Bro, and the thing is, what's funny is that, look, porn really just makes your sexual desire not really there anymore. Why? Because it's at peak. So you need a higher peak. So what do? You need to bring more things to life.
And that generally follows like
Yeah.
the process of many drugs.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's really annoying that like men are building this stuff because I'm a guy, you're a guy, and the brothers that are around us, we're not really like that. And we look at this crap and we're just like, what the hell? This is like the time we were at HB once at Pacific City, and then 2 guys came up to these like 2 gorgeous girls. They started talking to them, There's just like 2 little kids, like they're trying to hook them up, whatever. And then there's this big, like dark guy, dude. I don't know what he was. He could have been like a Latino, but he had like giant Oakleys on, tatted up, on his bike, really nice body. All right, goes up to these 2 girls by himself, and he's waiting in line to talk to them. Like, yeah, dude, I got this, bro, with my massive dick energy, And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, dude, hookup culture is insane. Like,
It is insane.
let me just focus my entire energy and being and my time on this earth into sex. That's it. That's all that fucking matters to me.
Yeah, I mean,
It overtakes.
it does, and you can see it in a lot of hookup culture. A lot of guys. I don't know what the solution to that
Like,
is.
what happened to
I don't know if tradition is ever going to come back to.
Bro, we have no idea. But you know what? Most of what we could do is kind of just like, just bring it up every once in a while. Just like kind of shame it, you know?
Yeah,
Because a lot of people shamed Adam 22 for whatever he did.
I think you should be shamed for that. Obviously,
that's like a stupid thing to do. You know?
Yeah, it was disgusting.
I don't know, bro. Point is, what started off as check out these MILFs 2 miles away from you tonight, you know?
It's popped up on your Instagram.
All the way to select any type of Latina girl on this app.
That's incredible.
Like, I don't know, bro. It's cool. It's cool, I guess. It's just that I don't know. I would like to see some change within guys because we're the reason OnlyFans is doing well.
That's a great point too.
You know?
Yeah.
And then when everyone talks about like Jordan Peterson being the incel community hero, I'm just like, it's still an incel community. Like, what's, like, you know? Just degenerates, bro. I don't know, man. And that's how I see it, honestly. If you're sex addicted, you are a degenerate. I said it clear. There we go.
Well, yeah, because your biology has turned against you, and now it controls you. It's your master.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Got anything else for us?
I don't know. Just also, what do you guys think about mullets?
Oh my God, mullets,
dude,
bro.
Mullets just remind me of like the most horrific crap I've seen in my life.
I think the only person who can rock a mullet is Theo Von.
Yeah, he's chill with it.
Only person
That you can see.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, when you see, like, some Arab dude, you know, rocking a mullet, like he's from South Georgia or something, I'm like, bro, just, you know, clean up your hair. Just call it a day.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You know, it's not a sexy look, bro. It's disgustingly horrifying.
Why do you think it's is it becoming popular in the Arab community?
I see a lot of people doing it. Like, it's just kind of like a wave, you know? I've
Arab
talked about
mullet
hair
trend.
before, right? Where I'm just like, pick a haircut that suits your face and hair and head and just like the shape of your overall structure.
And stick with it.
And stick with it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, everyone's getting an undercut. Let me get an undercut. Like, no. What if it doesn't belong on you?
Yeah.
It's the same type of thing. It shows me you have zero personality. And you just hop on waves. Wave after wave. Wave after wave. Slowly sinking. Anyway.
Why would someone get a mullet though? Like, what is the reason behind
I don't know, man.
choosing that
like
style?
the only time I see mullets, right, are like from TV shows where you see like scum of like redneck town or like Vikings from way back then where there was like barbarians.
Yeah.
They'd have mullets. Stuff like that. I know the history of mullets is like, it was a cut because back in the olden days, when it was cold in the winter and they would ride horses and whatever, the back of their hair would keep their necks warm.
Oh, so it actually has function.
It does have function. It comes from a function standpoint.
Oh, interesting.
You know? And the front is short so that your hair isn't in your face. You have visual 24/7. That's it. It's kind of like the whole
mullet for warmth.
Point of it is. It's not made to look good. But what's happening now is that people are like, yeah, this is the new badass look. And I'm just like, bro, I'm going to grab your hair from the back, you know?
Just take that shit down.
Bro. You know? Like, I'm not saying mullets are bad. I think what I'm saying is decide if a mullet is for you. And if it looks
I think
good.
we can agree that if you're Middle Eastern, a mullet is bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, especially
hey, where are you from, Buster? Lebanon.
Bro, like, considering the context of the Middle Eastern culture, a fucking mullet? Really?
Doesn't make sense, bro. I don't know,
Have
man.
you gone that far to the extreme?
This is the funny time we live in, you know? Where we're merely, like, just hopping on waves. You know, no personality needs to be involved. Okay? My only personality needs to shine in DMs and online. Okay? I must not know how to talk in person, ever, because that's not necessary. It's not necessary.
Bro, it is so messed up what the internet has done to this young generation.
I swear to God, man. If you don't believe me, look up 1990s videos from high school or high schoolers on YouTube. And just look through them.
Look like so much fun.
Look how people operated. Everyone would just be talking, communicating, doing great things, telling jokes, laughing.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different type of energy. And if you don't think so, I'm sorry, but you're blind.
Yeah. And you can see this in people who create content, especially like on Twitter. This is something I'm exploring.
Mm-hmm.
But the idea that a lot of people hide behind the keyboard and they think that writing is the only way that'll propel them to success.
Yeah.
But now I find that it's even more important to be on video, to be on camera, to put your voice out there.
It's always the old stuff, dude.
Because then
leadership skills will never rise with just writing behind a keyboard.
Yeah. And people can see right through you.
Yeah.
They can see right through your character the moment you get on fucking video or the moment you start speaking.
Yeah, most fights I see on Twitter involve some sort of comment that says, yeah, you can hide behind a masculine profile picture and do all this stuff behind a keyboard, behind your phone, behind whatever, and you will never do anything if we were in the same room.
Do you know
wouldn't even mention this topic.
Do you know about Carnivore Aurelius?
No.
That Twitter account?
Mm-mm.
Twitter and Instagram account. Basically a statue account. It's a fucking woman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's a woman.
What the hell?
This entire time, hundreds of thousands of followers. Everyone believes this person's a man, but it's a woman.
Wow.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
There's a
per
lesson
se,
in there, though.
But when you look at her content, a lot of the shit she's trying to pass off as if she's a man.
Okay. So she's trying to do that.
And it's fucking weird, bro. I'm telling you, it's weird.
Yeah. Dude, that's so funny. I was listening to ZAID today.
I love that dude.
On JRE.
Yeah.
And he was mentioning Joe Rogan was mentioning something that I was already thinking about, which was cool. I love episodes like that where they just link up with something you already been thinking about.
Yeah.
He says basically there's people on Twitter where their whole sole purpose is to just inject like random BS that they know is not true just to like trigger a fight,
Mm-hmm.
Like one of his friends or something that was on his podcast tweeted something about neo-fascism and he was just like, what the hell are you talking about? There's people arguing in the comments, lots of views.
See,
addiction. And he's like, he knows that he doesn't believe that and he's just lying and he's just throwing out an idea that would just spark hate.
That's a very twisted, like...
I'm not saying I believe in it, but I just tweeted that,
Yeah.
People run their accounts on that.
I just see that's so twisted.
And what we used to call trolling is not trolling anymore. It's just, in reality, people just want to be famous for the stupidest, most mundane crap. Just looking at their number, jerking off to it, 18 million views, doesn't make sense.
7,000 bookmarks.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes. Look at these impressions.
Yeah, and it's only going to get worse.
Steak dinner tonight. What?
It's only going to get worse for people too.
Yeah. Bro, I swear when Tom Hanks dies, man.
When Tom Hanks dies, it's going to really show you that people that are genuine, real, that care about others truthfully, and are against lying, against putting a mask on, all that stuff, are going to diminish slowly. You want Batman to diminish, bro? Yes. Anyway, I don't know, man. It's been a wild time. I have a hard time being able to fathom things for the most part for the past 4 years, dude. It's just unbelievable. It's fun to talk about. Yeah, it is fun to talk about. That's why we have a podcast after all. Yes, sir. I'm glad everyone that has been listening to this is listening. And I just want to leave you with a note. Basically saying that please look into your self-awareness and figure out if you've ever wronged yourself and if you've ever just lacked awareness in general within certain viewpoints or certain bits of knowledge or certain avenues. You might be lacking education somewhere, and it's completely fine.
No one will ever be the smartest person on earth. Everyone is always learning.
Yeah, the more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think the easiest way to start is to be the best person out of everyone you know. Okay? Try, if you strive for that, you know, through action, just care, you know? It starts with care, realistically. So if you show enough care, you'll start to like change something within you. And then you'll kind of be exposed to this vulnerable land of like, man, maybe I'm not as educated as I want to be, you know, and it just kind of starts from there. So I think that's a good way to go about it. But yeah, stop staring at us, you guys. Anyway, go check us out in the description below. Use any of these links and pick code 2AM to save some money.
Stay tuned for some dedicated episodes too.
Yes, sir. We will catch you next time.
Peace.